Hi everybody, welcome back. It's me, I'm Grant, you're my team, and it's the finale of the Silver Snow playthrough. It's also the release date for Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Verdant Rain Moon. Following a Dream. The ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered with Shambhala's destruction. But in the process, Rhea is grievously injured. What fate awaits her, and who will bear the weight of Fódlan on their shoulders?
Hang in there, Lady Rhea. She needs help. Hurry!
That's a serious injury. It's a miracle that she's even alive right now. I'll do what I can, but...
"5 years ago, when this place fell, an enormous white creature appeared on the battlefield. It was the Immaculate One, Rhea.
She tried to save me.
What? You already knew her true identity?
Thinking back, I suppose so.
I see. In the past, the children of the goddess were all able to change their appearance, just like the Immaculate One. I lost that power long ago, but it seems Rhea has not.
You're one of the children of the goddess?
Is it not obvious? Flayn and I both are. We have protected Garreg Mach and all of Fódlan for a very long time. But now, the light of Rhea's life is on the verge of disappearing from this world. It is flickering. I do not know if she can be saved. Even if she is, I wonder if she will remain unchanged.
Professor, are you able to carry on Rhea's work? As the protector of Fódlan, and as leader of the people who live here. You must defend the people, guide them and teach them, join their hearts and spread peace across the whole of the land.
It is not as though you must become the Archbishop, but Fódlan needs leadership. It is up to you to govern this war-torn land. You need not reply right this moment. We will strive to heal Rhea as best we can.
Perhaps it would help to seek counsel from our friends at the monastery about this matter.
I agree. When your mind is made up, please speak with me. I would ask that you give me your decision in the presence of Rhea herself.
Before announcing a decision, Byleth visited the cemetery.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
Someone I love. There is only one option here, okay? Hilda supremacy, Marianne supremacy, hey Dorothea, we all wanna be her, the queen, but... two kings. Thanks. With Shambhala in ruins, the 5-year war is finally at an end and a new age of peace has arrived. Not long for this world, Rhea wishes to discuss Fódlan's future with you, but all is not well. The final battle.
Sweet child. You have finally come. I am so happy. It does my heart well to see you here, safe and sound.
Have you made your decision, Professor? Thankfully, Rhea has survived her trying ordeal. However, there is no telling how much longer her light will continue to shine.
Professor, have you decided? Will you become the next ruler of Fódlan?
Before I hear your answer, I shall fulfill the promise I made to you. You will know the truth about your identity. I will hold nothing back. I created you. And within you is the crest stone of the progenitor god. I hid the crest stone within your heart in order to revive her. Sweet child, I am sorry. I wanted to see her. See my mother. Even if it meant doing that which is forbidden.
What does it all mean?
I thought that I could regain all I had lost, if only I could revive my mother. And so I tried to bring her back by creating a body and then burying a crest stone within it. A young woman I created, my 12th try after much heartache, was a failure. She grew up lacking the conscience of the progenitor god and fell in love with the captain of the Knights of Zeros. In time, she became pregnant, but she and the child were not able to survive the birth. The child she bore was not breathing, and she herself was in grave danger. The new mother pleaded with me to take the crest stone of the progenitor god from her own body and place it within the baby. If I had done nothing, both mother and child would have died. And so I granted her final wish. As she had hoped, the baby started breathing again. The new life was saved. Your life, sweet child. Well before that, I had saved Gerald's life using the power of my blood. That means you are the child of a mother born of the progenitor god's crest stone, and a father who carried my own blood. I knew, deep in my heart, that you would be capable of housing the conscience of the progenitor god. I was right. And yet, she merely gifted her power to you, and then disappeared once more. My dearest wish did not come true. But here you are. You alone wield the power of the progenitor god. And now, I must ask you to use that power to save this world. You must... What? No! Ah!
Rhea? Rhea!
What is wrong? Please, calm yourself, Rhea!
Is the power of the crest taking over her body? Why is this happening?
Said it. It's terrible. White beasts have appeared all over Garreg Mach. It's hard to believe, but there have been reports that the priests and knights have been changing form.
White beasts? Are they the ones Rhea shared her blood and stones with?
Said it! Demonic beasts are heading this way!
They are after Rhea. Professor, our situation is dire. If we do nothing, Fódlan will be destroyed by a rampaging Immaculate One and these children of hers. There is only one way to stop this. We must... Damn it! We have no choice but to kill the Immaculate One! To kill Rhea!
And I just found out that she was family.
Though showing brief signs of recovery, even Rhea's strength has its limits. Having changed form to the Immaculate One, she is unable to control her power. As if in response, priests and knights who are directly related to Rhea by blood change into white beasts themselves. Facing this unexpected threat, the Resistance army prepares for its final battle to save Fódlan.
It is kept secret, but there is a certain rite that all initiates to high office in the church must undergo. In this rite, one pledges to serve the goddess, and in return receives a crest stone fragment and blood. The ones who have transformed alongside Rhea just now are the ones who have accepted those gifts. They will shield Rhea, the Immaculate One, I should say, with their very lives. But if we do not strike her down, Fódlan will have no future. To arms! Surrounded already, it seems. The white beasts are those in whom Rhea's blood flows strongest. Until we get rid of them, we will not be able to so much as touch Rhea.
I'll crush them all.
Okay, so let's get rid of this one first. So we have Warrior Catherine. I took a very select group of people into this final fight. We have Catherine, Shamir. We have Mercedes. I keep calling her Mercedes as cleric. You know, because best healer, best girl. Lysithia. Best boy 30. And then me. Well, Byleth.
Greatness awaits me.
Oh, God. It's...
The Immaculate One. We cannot afford to lose here. Whoever our foe may be.
It's tragic. Oh, no. Well, this fight is tragic, and A Funeral of Flowers is that bitch. Like, this is the
What's
thing.
my strategy?
This music is called A Funeral of Flowers. I will die on this hill alone. I think that this is actually better than... Like, it constantly fluctuates for me between God-Shattering Star and A Funeral of Flowers, which one's better. And I think for the longest time now, I've kind of settled on the idea that A Funeral of Flowers is the better theme.
Let's clean up.
It's tragic.
Going for the
This fight is easily the best part of Silver Snow. It's also the only real plot deviation that warrants its own map. And even then, it's literally just Chapter 12's map. It's really sad as well hearing Ferdy speak. Come on, girly. Just because of the fact that, you know, we lost Billy. We lost Mr. Kometz. This entire playthrough, honestly, of Silver Snow has been cursed. I'm gonna say that. But mostly because, you know, for purely selfish reasons. Like, you know, I've either had COVID or I've been dealing with a summer cold or like spring cold or whatever, and then you've got this final episode. I finally feel great, and then like hay fever's beginning to kick in, and I'm just like, ugh, can we not? But it would be rude and disrespectful of me to not acknowledge the fact that, you know, obviously we lost the voice actor to my favourite Three Houses character.
Going for the kill.
Ferdinand will always have a place in my heart.
Thinning their numbers.
So I'm going to spoil it now. When we do Blue Lions, in the not too distant future, hopefully not too distant, I'm working full time now, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to find time to record, and plus I'm not going to be recording over summer. When we get round to it, we're marrying Ferdy.
No use.
So we'll have 2 female Byleth playthroughs, Golden Deer and Blue Lions, and we'll have 2 male Byleth playthroughs, Silver Snow and Crimson Flower.
A boon for our future.
For Bridget, I find strength to carry on.
And yes, we are actually using the Axe of Conversara. Yay! We love to see it. She's level 50.
Yep, I'm
That's a good
stronger
level
now.
up for final battle. Come on, girl. Material girl. Aegis.
All is for
Oh,
victory.
Ferdy. It hurts hearing him.
I will see this war through.
I love it so much. So we've not had a chat in a long time, and by that I mean like, you know when I said like I was recording everything like out of sequence, like over the last couple of episodes.
It won't be in vain.
Well, all of those recordings were done like in May or April, May-April time. Now, at this point, I'm actually recording
I
this
must lead them well.
the Saturday before Three Hopes comes out. So this episode should be going up in 6 days' time. Fingers crossed. It will be, don't worry. We're not missing that date.
It's over.
It's just so
There's no turning back now.
crazy to me that I've actually managed to upload
A hard life sharpens the senses.
every single week so far this year from January 1st.
Here is something to believe in.
Like, that's
Another
insane to me that we've gone January 1st right through to June 24th consistently uploading. But as you already know, if you've stuck it around on this channel for a while, I do not upload in the summer. It is far too hot to record, it's far too hot to edit and render. I don't do it. No, not happening. No way. So, once this is done, I will be taking a big long juicy break and coming back probably October time. So in the meantime, let's have a chat about some things and have a good catch up. Yes, I saw the Final Fantasy VII anniversary event. That was great! Crisis Core remake? That's cool. That's nice. We like a good reunion. That looks fun. I've never played Crisis Core, so I'm looking forward to having my heart ripped out. Although it's funny because the acronym is CCFF7R. So maybe, I doubt they will, but maybe, they'll change the ending so that it aligns with 7 Remake. And certain things that were showcased in 7 Remake. If you haven't seen our playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake, be sure to. We have a playlist. We finished that project off. It was great. Oh boy. Then there was the announcement of Part 2, Rebirth, which is going to pick up right where we left off after the intermission. You know, Yuffie's DLC, which we still have not yet played on this channel because I still do not have a PS5 because, hey, you know, circumstances in life. But that's okay. Go, Queen. You can do it. I believe. I believe in you.
Ready for anything. All is for victory. No time for pity.
Damn. Ferdy.
Stay vigilant.
Oh, and slight life. It's not really a life update. It's more so something that I've been doing in my off days, usually on a Thursday, with my work crew. My crew from work, because I think I've touched on it briefly. We have a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that I'm currently involved in. It's sick.
Back to the fray.
Previously, in that, my character Pietra died.
What's my strategy?
I'm not talking like, oh no, she fell to 0 HP, had to make death saving throws. No, I'm talking she straight up died. Being horny and chaotic will get you so far in a game. But now we get to, in a couple of weeks, Shimia my queen, we get to introduce my new character, Mr. October Graves. And I'm looking so forward to it, yes sir. Oh my god, and the Three Hopes demo. Okay, first of all, I would like to apologize for not making any content on the Three Hopes demo, but at the same time, oh my god, I'm so glad I did not make any content on the Three Hopes demo, because the Three Hopes demo, okay, remember when I was talking about the whole, like, Immaculate One, fighting in the dark, and it was like the moon, in that big deep analysis that we did. Hey, if you didn't see the analysis, you might want to go and check that out, it was fun, whatever, all that crap, plug.
Thinning their numbers.
We were wrong about so many things. It was not the fight for Ferdinand that Rhea was fighting on. It was not like some post time skip elements. It was actually a shot from the very beginning cutscene of the game, like, what? Okay.
Missed.
I'm going to assume, by the way, that you've played this, and if you've not played the 3 different pathways, then spoilers, I guess, for the beginnings of Azure Gleam and Scarlet Blaze, especially Scarlet Blaze, and Golden Wildfire. Shamir, we will not have you die, sister girl. You are coming back. Thank you.
So many reasons to
But,
live.
oh my god, Scarlet Blaze feels like it's doing everything that Crimson Flower should have, and it literally started off so strong, so right, and so correct. Good lord.
Can't complain.
The way, like,
from the southern stronghold.
Chapter 2 makes
not
so
capture it,
much
there
sense.
will be more.
Was it chapter... No, yes it was chapter 2. Chapter 2 is the one where you go and rescue Monica. And it's the real Monica. I was right, it's the real Monica. Vindication, take a bow, see how strong you made me now. 2-stepping, because I want to be a bitch now. Keep it up real quick like dark spikes. And like, here's the thing. Like, I was like, oh, this is going to be Kronya. And then you've got that one NPC that's like, we have to recapture her, otherwise Lady Kronya. And I'm like, it's the real Monica. I screamed. And then you actually get to see Kronya and Monica in the same place at the same time in that fight. And then Kronya goes and summons a demonic beast, and I'm just like, a demonic beast is so fun to take out in 3 hopes. And so satisfying. Girl, please heal. Oh, come on, girly. Yes.
Appreciate it.
I've really made this my own. I'm Mercedes, the best girl
What's
in the
my
game.
strategy?
I love her. That will never get old. Ever. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. In 3 hopes in the demo, Hubert is insanely good. I made him into an archer, because there's a couple of skills that you can get. I think I want to say it's appraisal. No, it's not. That's a thief skill. There's one anyways that you can get that's an ability as an archer that will stop. It doesn't apply for all units, I'm afraid, but there's an ability that you can get that like slows down the degrading of the weapon durability or combat arts or magic, so you can use more of them. And I literally put Hubert into the archer class for that. But the thing is when you lock onto an enemy with archer, you can just spam X. You can just spam like the rain of arrows. And then because it's Hubert, obviously he's got his unique skill where he can just set people on spike and then just detonate those spikes. So you can literally just mash X, like the strong 1, and then just press ZR, blow up bitches consistently, puncture their shields. It's just insane. And then of course, if you wanted, oh my god, don't even get me started, you can make him a brigand. And you can get him, what's the skill from brigand? It's,
Here is something to believe in.
I will put all of this in editing, by the way.
It won't be in vain.
But, hey, look at that. He finally mastered Trickster. Nice.
They're coming one.
He...
Proceed carefully.
What is the skill from Brigand that I'm thinking of? It basically
Let's clean up.
increases his damage that he deals, but it also increases the damage that he takes. So it basically became a glass cannon, meaning he can dish it out, but he can't take it. Oh, and then there's Deathblow as well, which certain characters get. Don't even get me started on Deathblow. Deathblow is sick in 3 hopes. So naturally, I had to make Hubert and Ferdinand incredibly powerful, because obviously Ferdy's always been my best boy. We've addressed this since day one. We addressed this since day one in this Golden Deer Let's Play that we were doing. It just carried over into, you know, Crimson Flower and Silver Snow. But like, Ferdy, I had to make him a brawler.
Can't give
Because
up
Ferdy
yet.
T. I'm not sorry.
Repent from the grave.
And then,
I'll never back down.
like, the brawler moveset is so fast. Like, that's perfect.
Just let me at him.
Oh, it's just chaos.
I'd better
It's
keep
chaos, and I love it. Characters with unique skills are really, really good. Like, everybody's got a unique skill, but I mean, like, if you could press ZR, or if you're American, ZR.
Stay down.
Yes, you get that +4 to your stats, Shamir the Queen. Healed up. And then we had the summer alts.
Make this quick.
Dimitri and Claude. Yay! Oh my god, Dimitri. Oh my god, Dimitri. Yes! Okay, Edelgard looks great. I can't not talk about Edelgard in this pathway. Like, come on. Edelgard looks great in her summer alt with Altina. Claude looks great with the little Game Boy looking ice cream lolly. But Dimitri A. Dimitri won. Dimitri won with Oridvar. Dimitri won with Oridvar. It's not Aridvar, it's Oridvar. The man is carrying an ore.
There is still room for
The strength on Byleth. His strength is higher than his level. I'm so proud of you. That was a very real chance of killing her. Holy sugar honey iced tea. Again, if you're just joining us for this part, I don't know why you're joining the Silver Snow finale, but it is normal classic.
You're making me work.
Vantage
Can't
Rathhilda.
afford
We
to
love
slack
Vantage
off.
Rathhilda. We love Vantage Rath anybody, but Vantage Rathhilda is just the queen. So it's very, very hot. Let's put it like this, for context, yesterday it was like 30 degrees Celsius here in England. Not my good boy, how dare you? So like, Americans, convert that because I'm not about to do that for you.
I must pull through.
Basically, hot. And
This could turn the tide.
I had to sit upright on a bus while I was getting to work, and I could just feel my back sweat. Like, I went full on, waterfall back, swamp ass.
I will not let down my guard.
I'll talk about it, I don't care. You know me, I've always been crude and down to earth, it's fine. Anyway, this is why I bring a spare change when I get to work, which honestly it's a godsend that I've decided to get into exercising again because of the fact that now I'm like fit and sexy and body confident.
Let's make this quick.
And I'm kind of a bad bitch. Seraphim, destroy this bitch. Boom, bitch. Yes, queen. I want to get Lysithia's magic up to 50 before this Let's Play is over.
Was any of this
My
worth
two
it?
warpers working together. Oh my god, and the adjutant system in Warriors. Ah, I love it. I do miss the way that it worked in the original Warriors, where you had to actually manually trigger it. But it makes sense mechanically. You know what I mean? In
Let's clean up.
Warriors 3 Hopes. It's just like a subtle mechanical difference, that's all. Anyways, getting back to what I was talking about. Okay, yeah, so bring this spare change. I got a nice compliment off one of the chefs where I work now. Because, for those of you that don't know, I work full-time now as a receptionist for a restaurant. It's very nice. I used to be the waiter. Now I am the receptionist because, honestly, waitering life is really, really stressful. And sometimes, you have to reevaluate where you're at and how you're doing in a job and think about how best to play to your strengths. And if your strength is not micromanaging several hundred different tasks, multitasking, which I've always been bad at.
Attention to the Immaculate One. Rhea! Not even I have seen this form.
Then what you really should do is change up your tact so that you are playing to your strengths. For me, that's people. I'm a people person. But I'm down to earth, I keep it real, people love me, they either find me hilarious or they want to laugh at me. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's fine. So, we're just having a look at Rhea's capabilities here, and she's got the Dragon Scale Wall, Vital Defense, Divine Dragon Horn, Miracle Defiant Strength, gains Strength plus 8 when HP is equal to or below a quarter of the maxim. Can you not? Girly. Destroy him. Queen. Bonuses. Shamir, I love you. And this music.
I'll fight to the very last.
Ferdy, I love you.
So helpful.
Not that it's gonna matter because we already locked in Petra using the Seer. So, just like with our Crimson Flower finale, in case you missed that, Petra and Ferdinand will end up together. Yay! But I really wanted to bring Catherine to this fight because of the fact that we have not used Catherine at all at this point, and she's like the absolute most devoted person to Lady Rhea. So if anyone should end her suffering, I feel like it should be Catherine. Or that Catherine should just be on that endgame squad. You know, whichever works. Maybe both. Yay. Hi. Hoarfrost. I love that attack. Thank God it does not hit. Ouch. So, Brienne of Tarth up in this bitch, Catherine. Cassie Reuben Karen.
Allow me to demonstrate. This could turn the tides.
Cassie Ruby Cara. Cassie Ruby Karen.
Turn the tables.
No, because I'm thinking of the other spelling of Karen. Like Karen instead of Charon, like her actual name. Honestly, no. Catherine is, like, she exudes big Karen energy. Like, she would ask to speak to your manager. She would ask to speak to your manager. Like, good lord.
All is fair in war.
Look at, see what I mean? Karen.
I can help.
Queens.
I've got an idea.
Yeah. That way then, of course, it focuses on Hilda. Hilda's in terrain that helps her dodge. She might not necessarily dodge, but hey.
Ready for anything.
Okay, this is a good position for Fur Delicious. Okay, so no. That reminds me. Fur Delicious. Okay. Because, like, if I don't play D&D now once a week, I get emotionally constipated. I've taken myself back to Skyrim because, like, I have that on Switch and I've had it on Switch since 2017. I really did fall off Skyrim hard. Like, because of the whole giant spider thing. You know, so, like right in the beginning of the game, I hate spiders. I'm just going to say that now. Maybe you know, maybe you don't. Maybe you watched our Bayonetta 2 Let's Play. Hey, there's a Bayonetta 2 Let's Play. We're getting ready for Bayonetta 3 when that comes out. Eventually. Don't know when. Just 2022 tentatively, but hey, Nintendo, you've got half a year. Reveal it. Reveal the release date. Anyway, went back into Skyrim and
No time
made a new character called Ferdelicious von Aegis. High elf. Magical. Pretty cool! Girly, can you not? You are not going to hit me. But like, because it's final battle as well, if there was ever a time to bamf out your heroes relics, this is that time. So we've got Freikugel. We love Freikugel.
No matter what, I will not misplace
She's
my
done
heart.
so well. Petra's done so well to get to level 40. She's done so well. I'm so proud of Petra. Abraxas. We love to see it.
Here is something to believe in.
Yeah, boy.
All is going to
Look at these husbands fighting side by side. Oh my god, if there's one paired ending I
What's my
absolutely
strategy?
want from our Blue Lions playthrough, it's Sylvix. It's Sylvix. Sylvain Felix, we have to. Because I will cry atrociously and loudly. Really? Seraphim doesn't kill? Oh no. Well, we'll just set up a kill then. Give me that 50 magic. Bitch. I bet you didn't expect 11 Sword Mercy for the finale, did you? No, you did not, but we made it work. Don't expect much more than this. I love everybody in this army. I also love these ancient white beasts because of the fact that this is the only map in the entire game that you will ever see them. So it makes this feel really, really special. They really said, here's the best final boss map in 3 houses. My opinion, that's fine, you're allowed to disagree. But they also said, hey, it's the hardest one because of the absence of power that you have, because you don't have Edelgard and Hubert, because you betrayed them in Chapter 11. Deal with the lasting ramifications of that choice, learn and grow, and we did. Now we're having to fight Rhea. I think we'll be fine. Probably best. Wow. There we go. Nice. I love how everybody's down here and Byleth just went off on his own. But, let me just state, if I didn't trust Byleth, I wouldn't have sent him off on his own. If I didn't think Byleth was capable enough, I wouldn't have put him up forward. That far.
Down one step.
Nice. I mean, even if Aegis hadn't activated, it still would have put Ferdy in Vantage Wrath. So he would have just got guaranteed crits at that point anyways. But then of course, because every cow in this map has Miracle, that's what makes it annoying. Because it seems as though Miracle works flawlessly for your enemies, but maybe not so much for you, because there's a percentile chance that it'll activate. Unless there's like some bug that I don't know about, in which case it does always trigger. I don't know how this game's programmed. I just play it just because I love it. Thanks, Gwirl. Material Girl, she wants Chanel 9 boots.
Can't give up yet.
Healing focus, and this is why in a game full of healers... Sorry, in a game full of recovery, healers are useless. I'm so sorry to say that about Best Girl Mercy, but it's literally better to build her as an offensive cleric rather than build her as, like, a dedicated healer, because of the fact that you could literally just put anyone at B rank in Brawling and just get healing focus and then heal up for 50% of your max HP. Like, healing just becomes redundant if you choose to go down that pathway, even though Brawlers and the Brawling classes, except for Warmonk, are gender locked to the males. Since obviously, you know, the female counterpart to a Warmonk is a War Cleric, and that's also a class, and it's the only class that ladies can access that actively wields Brawling gauntlets.
Not so fast. No openings. I'll make one. I will not back down one
That's my
step.
good boy.
This is the cost of war.
Close call.
Nice.
This
67
could turn the
though.
tides.
Oh, give him another plus. Yeah,
I'll use
68
this power
might then
for the
against
greater
those guys,
good.
which means, excuse me, if we get one more point, 69. Nice. Ooh. And 75. 60.
It's over.
Yes.
Another victory.
Yay, 30 strength.
Hard life
His speed is
sharpens the senses.
insanity. I feel like it's suicide sending Ferdy up here at this point. But maybe.
Yeah.
And Ferdy's in Vantage Wrath range on enemy phase.
I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, we also gave Lysithea Blutgong. You know, Marianne's sword.
We must press on.
So she has Blutgong and Thirst. She's dual wielding magic stuff.
I'll crush them
Look,
all.
okay, I am an absolute stickler for giving the characters that the relic belongs to, you know, the relic that belongs to that character. Like, for instance, I love giving them their canon weapons. You know, Marianne, Blutgong, Lysithea gets nothing. Lawrence should have Thyrsus, but here's the thing. I much prefer Lysithea having Thyrsus. How... No. We've been through this. We need to not. Thanks. It's coming from a place of love.
Where do I start?
We preserve Ferdy, thank you.
All for Lady Rhea.
We are preserving Ferdy, thank you. Where best?
What's my strategy?
leaving!
Let's just have things play out a little differently.
It won't be in vain.
Do you know, it's crazy because I forgot completely what I was talking about because Ferdy threw me off there.
Whatever gets me by. Ready for anything.
Oh yeah, canon classes and relics, that's it. But like, it makes sense to me that, you know, flipping Lysithea has
You lost that one.
this particular relic because obviously it's tied to the Crest of Gloucester. She has the Crest of Gloucester because it was implanted in her. She was born with the Crest of Karen.
Let's clean up.
Which kind of sort of makes her loosely tied to
I'll crush them all.
go on,
Shall we?
Catherine, which is why they can support. Or at least it makes sense to me that that's why they can support.
Predictable.
But getting back to the whole Three Hopes thing, oh my god, let's just talk about, so, you save real Monica. Then, in Scarlet Blaze, you get to meet Linhart's dad, Voldemar, you get to meet Caspar's dad, Leopold, and you get to meet, well, we don't meet, we reunite, unfortunately, with, Ludwig. Screw him, we still don't like Dukaya in this house. We still don't like Dukaya. Oh, we also get to meet Gregoire. And honestly, we're supposed to hate Mr. Varley because of what he did to Benedetta, but like, between you and me, he has some really good facial hair. Like, you know? Anyway.
Watch and learn.
Maybe an infatuation to an asshole is not a bad thing every once in a while. Anyway, although Voldemar can get it. We also, we get to meet in the Golden Wildfire. We finally, I was correct. We get to meet Holst. Finally. And
I don't know what happened.
yes. Oh, and Wyvern Rider that I thought was Almiron and that was a family member. Yeah, it's one of Claude's brothers. Well, Khalid's brothers. Shahid. Yay! And then in Blue Lions, Rufus, who was the older brother of... I'm gonna remember his name. Lambert, yes. Gets decapitated by Dimitri. Ah, yes. Okay.
Predictable.
Oh, and Dimitri's a lot less batshit insane.
Another victory.
Do I consider Three Hopes canon then, considering
Stay vigilant.
things happen so drastically differently? Oh, and Edelgard actively tries to end Lord Arundel very early, fails, but still, it's so good to see her actually confronting those who slither in the dark. Oh my god. Because you repel Kronya. You repulse Talus. Oh my god, and then we get Cornelia's real name, which is Cleobulus. Well, the member of those who slither in the dark who possesses Cornelia. There you go. Since obviously, you know, Kronya possessed Monica in Three Houses. Talus was the true identity behind Lord Arundel. Cleobulus is the true identity behind Cornelia. So maybe we get to see what Cleobulus actually looks like. That would be sick. Oh my god. Do I consider Three Hopes canon? So far, yes. I see it as a branch in the timeline, but like, before the events of Three Houses, like, you know how we open up a year before the events of Three Houses because of the whole mission that Byleth is on with Geralt's mercenaries, and that's the one where they meet Shez for the first time. If Byleth kills Shez, that gives birth to the Three Houses timelines. If Shez survives, thanks to Arvel's interference, then Three Hopes happens. Are Golden Wildfire, Scarlet Blaze, and Azure Gleam completely separate timelines? I thought they were, but it doesn't seem so. And the reason why is because in Chapter 3, you get a very explicit scenario explanation by Geralt, our lovely narrator, who turns around and literally says what's happening in the other territories when you're playing your perspective. So I think it might be a birth by sleep situation. I think I was right. It might be a birth by sleep situation. I said it was either going to be 3 new timelines or it's going to be a birth by sleep, and then it's 3 different perspectives on the same story. Meaning that if it's 3 different perspectives on the same story, could this be the golden timeline that everybody wants? But yes, the game is out now. No, I don't know the answer to that question. Yes, I would like the answer to that question on my terms. So I will be playing Three Hopes rigorously. And I'm going to start with Scarlet Blaze. And it's going to be so good, and I can't wait. But I'm only starting with Scarlet Blaze because of her delicious Von Aegis. Ferdy Von Ire. Oh, I love you, Ferdy. Always and forever. One day, I do hope that we get the Armor Strike feature, though. Because that would be sick. Thank you. That's fine. Vantage Wrath. Not necessary, but still. Absolutely necessary. Vantage Wrath.
If only...
Now, I do need Mercy to get some experience. Teamwork making the dream work. Let's get it!
Guess I have no choice.
Nice work.
Right, so... everybody begin to surround her.
Lady Rhea, with my sword, I will put an end to your suffering.
I will tear you down.
That's really what you want to hear from, like, the person that you love the most. I don't get why they make Catherine straight.
Not survive.
I really don't get why they make Catherine a straight option. I say that, but then again, just because she's a tomboy does not necessarily mean that she should be A, bisexual or B, a lesbian, so... yes, she's allowed to be a bit more butch than, like, your average woman, and that is what really does help differentiate her as a character. Yes, Catherine is a badass. Oh my god. Well, it's just, I think that it would have really helped with more representation if Catherine had been LGBTQIA+. Respectfully.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, that delivery, it's different. I love it. He's saying it differently because it's Rhea. Yes, Yuri. 49 speed. What?
Yeah?
Stay vigilant.
Birdie, no.
Vanish into the abyss!
Missed me. There's the barrier.
I'm here to help.
Gambit
all we can.
boost.
I must pull through.
We can do this.
Watch and learn.
Forgive me.
Oh no, that's really sad. I haven't heard like any of the unique dialogue for this particular fight, like with the Church of Seros staff going up against Rhea. So this actually really hurts because you have to remember that like these are Rhea's elite of the elite soldiers. Oh, it must absolutely tear Cyril to bits then. Oh, that's interesting. She got the Magic's 50, yes, girly.
Let's clean up.
Why do you hate Ferdy so much, Rhea?
This will be your end!
Yes, because you've done such a good job of trying to kill him so far. See? You missed again.
What's my strategy?
Ashes and dust from our Golden Deer playthrough.
It's time.
I can't see anything because of her fat ass. Wow, everything, just everything. Right, Gwirl, 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 Gwirl. Material Gwirl. She will die. Or we could do that.
Let's clean up.
Perfect. Because she'll not be able to counterattack. To a point where she could kill us. And we can just have Thunderbrand come in, because that's Brave Effect. Oh, I think we've just won! I think we've just won! I think we've just put... Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be... Oh girly. Oh girly. I mean, if we get a crit... Finesse Blade. Foudroyant Strike. Or we could go for a smash. Vajra Mushti. 6, 12, 18, 24 damage. Attack that spot.
Not one step back from me.
Oh, Birdie. Oh, Jesus, you bitch.
All my might.
Everybody getting crits. 2 crits and she's still standing. She's the only thing in this campaign, I think, that's been able to live 2 hits from 30. Oh, it's just sweet poetic justice if she does it. Vantage. And that's why we have a Brave Effect. Miracle. Level 51 Catherine. We just beat Silver Snow. Oh, this cursed playthrough is done. Byleth for MVP.
Rhea, please!
You're here, Mother.
A rising flame was alight as the flow of time carved a new history for Fódlan. Rhea's wild rampage was put to an end, averting what could have been the greatest crisis in the history of Fódlan. After 5.5 years of war, a new age was set to begin. The Empire, Kingdom, and Alliance, all political structures that had once shaped the continent, were gone. A unified nation began to take shape under the watchful eye of the Church of Seiros. The Church's new leader became a champion of the people, working tirelessly to help them overcome the horrors of war and to carve out a path towards reconstruction. just as Saint Seros tended to those who suffered in wars of the past. Fódlan's new ruler embraced their role as mother of all life and arbiter of every soul.
You came. I'm sure you already know where this is headed.
Not really, no.
Seriously? I thought you were a little sharper than that. Alright, whatever. I'll get right to it. You're the ruler of Fódlan now. That makes you the most powerful person in the world. Next to your brilliance, I'm not much more than a flightless sparrow. All I've got are my dreams, a handful of people working for me, and a pittance of gold. Well, and my undeniable charms, of course. So I've got to know, is there any room in your bright and shining world for someone like me?
Of course there is. What are you really asking?
Always straight to the point with you. I should know that by now. Well, here we go then. I want you to take this. Consider it my token of thanks. A repayment for all you've done for me. If that makes you smile.
What's this a thanks for? Is this really?
You backed me up when I needed some help, even though I wouldn't admit it. Bit of a turf war, if you recall.
I don't need any thanks for that. I'd forgotten all about that.
I always repay what's owed. It's how I sleep at night. But if you really don't need it, I've got another idea. Maybe it's more of an agreement. In return for this ring, I ask for you.
Come again? Just what sort of agreement are we talking about?
This seems a rather cruel way to treat someone coming to you with his heart in his hands, don't you think?
But why all this? Why now? Why me?
I used to feel like saving the life of even one person who needed it would be enough. But I've set my sights even higher. A future in which nobody has to die from something as awful as poverty. I know it's a dream worth reaching for, however grand it might be. And you are truly special. I feel like together that dream could be made a reality. It may never happen, but it's important to try. Anyway, I'm just a person like anyone. I'll die, just like anyone. Whenever that happens, someone will have to take over as boss. I've got that all lined up already. And so long as my people keep living with the same tenacity I've taught them, I've no doubt my dream will live on, whether or not I'm around to see to it. My name might fade into the dust, but my dream will remain. For the longest time, that was more than enough. But now I've come to want something else. When I go, I want someone around to write my name in my old notebook. I can't see anyone else more suited to the task than you. What's wrong? Did I say something strange?
You're getting ahead of yourself. All this talk of you dying.
I just want to make sure things are set up properly. You never know when it'll be my time. I suppose I did just talk a fair bit about death during a proposal, didn't I? Normally, I'm much more charming. I think you get it anyway. So, will you accept my offer?
Before I say I do...
Yeah? Something else you want?
What's your real name?
Well, you certainly don't forget, huh? I've always kept it private out of necessity. Couldn't have such a secret being spread around, after all. If there's anyone I'll tell, it's you. Listen closely now.
And we never get to learn it. And that's Silver Snow! Yay! Oh, good God, Freddy, yeah, Bernie, Byleth, Balthus, Petra, Edelgard, Byleth, Freddy, Byleth, Shamir, yeah! Anyway, it's all great. I want to touch upon a thing with a thing that happened, but whatever, we'll do it in a bit. Anna's business savvy proved to be a great asset in the post-war reconstruction of Garreg Mach. Once the reconstruction was complete, she disappeared from the area entirely, though tales of a mysterious merchant were passed down in every corner of the world for centuries to come. Some say that she continues her travels even to this day, eternally peddling her wares and ever in search of the next lucrative opportunity. Once all the fighting had come to an end, Alois officially took up the position of captain of the Knights of Seiros. In this capacity he was much beloved, and the Knights became more unified than ever under his command. It is said that their accomplishments during his tenure were beyond even what Geralt's troop had achieved. Flame disappeared soon after the war, and over time, it was all but forgotten that she had ever existed. Many long years later, however, a young woman resurfaced into a completely transformed Fódlan. When she looked to the man who stood beside her, she wondered if it would be alright in this new era to call him father. Seteth remained at the monastery and worked to restore the authority of the Church of Seiros. Doing away with his old strictness, he adopted a tolerant stance toward all. His encouragement of believers to respect those of other faiths helped people all across Fódlan find common ground with others. Though Fódlan had changed, Hanuman's goal remained unwavering to determine the workings of the crests and do away with inequality caused by them. To that end, his research resulted in magical tools that could be used even without the aid of crests. This proved to be yet another worthwhile discovery by the father of crestology. Unable to serve Lady Rhea, Cyril nearly left the church. He was persuaded to stay, however, to assist in the rebuilding of the monastery he had helped maintain. Thanks to his work ethic, the Officers' Academy was able to reopen a few years later. When the new students took to the reception hall, Cyril found himself among them. Where exactly Happy went after the war is unknown. Some say she returned to her quiet hometown to live a quiet life, while others speculate she assumed a new identity in the world underneath Garreg Mach. There is one incident that is a matter of historical record, however. Some years later, remnants of those who slither in the dark emerged to threaten Fódlan once again. They were defeated by a mysterious woman leading a horde of beasts. For her service in the war and her innovations in magic, Constance von Nouvelle was among the first to receive peerage in the new Fódlan. For generations thereafter, her noble house was valued as a leader in magical research and development. Marianne's supremacy returned home to a hero's welcome. The people praised her talent and acknowledged her as a savior of Fódlan. Her adoptive father groomed her as his successor, teaching her the power of words over weapons. By the time she claimed her inheritance, she had transformed into one of Fódlan's most skilled orators. Manuela left Garreg Mach to build her own academy in a small war-torn town. There she contributed heavily to the rebuilding efforts while teaching future generations the necessary skills of survival. Though she never married or had children of her own, she spent the last years of her life happily devoted to her students. Oh my god, no. That's really sad. Balthus disappeared shortly after the war, but rumours of his exploits swirled for a long time thereafter. Some say he returned to Kupala, where he became a protector of the mountain folk. Others say he remained right under Garreg Mach's nose as a prominent underworld figure. Whatever the truth, the tale of his domination in the first ever all-Fódlan tournament brawl is likely too persistent to be a fabrication. Mercedes left home and went to Garreg Mach, where she became a model cleric. She devoted the whole of her life to the service of the goddess and became well loved by the people who revered her for her piety and her boundless generosity toward those in need. As soon as Bernadetta inherited House Varley from her father, she withdrew from all political discourse and focused solely on the management of her own territory. Because of this, her penchant for spending long periods of time in hibernation. She became known throughout the house's history as the Bear of Varley. Bernie Bear. Ah! My baby, she lives! Though Linhardt researched vigorously for a method by which to remove the crests from Lysithea and save her life, the war ended before he could reach any conclusions. Lysithea, deciding she returned home to her parents, thanked Linhardt and took her leave of Garreg Mach. Not to be deterred, Linhardt set his affairs in order, renounced his noble title, and followed Lysithea to Ordelia territory to continue his research. Years later, his efforts bore fruit, and Lysithea's crests were successfully removed. With a new future ahead of Lysithea too renounced her noble claim, and the couple married as commoners. It's said they raised a happy family. It's beautiful. She finally gets a happy ending. Oh, finally! Oh, my babies! After the war, Caspar set out alone on a journey of self-discovery. He travelled every corner of Fódlan and even ventured abroad now and again. Though his antics found him no end of exciting adventures, he always was drawn back to Dorothea, who had returned to the Mittelfrank Opera Company in Embar after the war. The two spent more and more time together over the years, and when Dorothea's efforts brought the new opera house to the peak of its resurgence, she relinquished her position as songstress and disappeared from the stage. It is rumoured that the pair spent the rest of their lives together. Oh, that's so sweet. What? I love them, especially Dorothea. Queen. After the war, Hilda's supremacy set politics aside and focused on what she enjoyed most, crafting fashionable accessories. Her designs quickly achieved widespread popularity. With the help of her brother, Holst, Hilda then created the first artisan academy in Fódlan, where she served as both professor and headmaster. Girly giddy going on, yes. Oh, lesbians! After quitting the Knights of Seros, Catherine and Shamir set out on a lifelong journey together. The pair were inseparable as they travelled across Fódlan and eventually wound up in Shamir's homeland of Dagda. They faced many hardships in their adventures, some of which were self-inflicted, as the duo had a way of sticking their noses into others' business in their efforts to right wrongs. It is said, however, that no foe they ever encountered ever proved a match for the combined might of Shamir's marksmanship and Catherine's thunderbrand. Oh, here we go. After officially becoming Duke Heir, Ferdinand worked to restore the territory and as part of the effort, sought to develop an improved relationship with Brigid. He reached out to Petra, who had inherited the throne of Brigid, and she agreed to send resources for the relief effort. At the same time, the two continued their private relationship across borders. And when Aya territory had recovered, they married. Ferdinand relocated to Brigid with his queen, and the pair worked tirelessly to improve diplomatic relations. Their work involved much travel, but they made sure to find time once in a while to stop and enjoy their happiness. He became King of Brigid. Oh, I love them. As the new leader of the United Kingdom of Fódlan, Byleth worked tirelessly to reform and rebuild in the aftermath of a devastating war. Constantly at his side during that time was his husband Yuri, whose policy proposals led time and again to better education and opportunities for the less fortunate. After working to ensure a bright and prosperous future for Fódlan, the couple stepped back from the public eye and vanished from official record. Curiously, informal notes and letters from friends suggest that the pair was extraordinarily long-lived and that their youth was untouched by the passage of time. Oh my god, we gave back to the little kids and we were kings. Ah! I'm gonna cry. Ah! Don't, because I will cry. Especially after that Linhardt Lysithea ending. Oh, she lives. She didn't just die some few years after war. Oh, don't. I'm gonna cry. I'm all mucusy and horrible. It's not good. I'm sorry I blowed my nose on recording, but like at the same time, hay fever. And allergies. And also I'm allergic to happiness. Anyway. Reach for my hand. I'm not singing, don't worry. I'm going to leave it to Buttercup. So, I'm going to let these credits play out. What I'm also going to say is, when we come back to Blue Lions, you remember how we picked up New Game Plus from Golden Deer and put it into Crimson Flower? Yeah? And then, like, split that off into Silver Snow following that, you know, New Game Plus from Golden Deer? We're actually going to go New Game Plus into Blue Lions from Silver Snow, because we've had that little bit extra time with certain characters, so they have like 1 or 2 extra skills. But I think what I want to do for Blue Lions is I want to either focus on supports for the characters I'm not going to use, so this will end up being, sadly, Dedue, Ingrid, possibly Annette. And then I want to do Ashen Wolves with, I think, probably just Ferdy. I think Ferdy's the only character that I want to recruit when we do Blue Lions. I love, okay, I maybe Lauren's just for Thyrsus. I think that's it. Oh, and Lysithea. Lysithea Ferdy, because we already have Mercy, so we don't have to recruit her, because we already have her, because it's Blue Lions. So, yeah, there we go. That's the plan then. Right, we're just going to recruit Lawrence for Thyrsus, get him killed off. Then we're going to go and get Lysithea, we're going to get Ferdy, and that's all the recruiting we're going to do, apart from the Ashen Wolves. Everybody else, it's literally just the Blue Lions. So that's great. Oh, no, not true. Oh no, we get Seteth anyways, don't we? Yeah, we get Seteth anyways. Yes, we do. We get Seteth anyways because of the whole... We probably should also get Shamir. Catherine as well for Ash. Dimitri for Alois. We get Dimitri. Alois for Dimitri because that's a fun support line as well. I chase your shadow. I don't feel a single drop or the ground below. Anyway, one thing that I wanted to point out is that I don't know if this is just me, but like, you know when Rhea, just before the battle, turns around and she talks about Citri and how Citri had to die so that Byleth could live. Every time I listen to that part of the story, I'm always reminded of the fact that there's a lyric in the Echoes of Arcadia, the Heritage of Arcadia from Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. And it's... how does it go? It's one life surrendered so yours can begin. Don't even, because that's literally exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. But I'm going to let the rest of these credits play out. And we're going to fade to black. And that's going to be it for Silver Snow. So, thank you very much for watching and the continued support on this series. It is appreciated. You are seen, you are engaged with whenever you comment. And you're always welcome to stick it out on this channel. Do I have a set date in mind for when Blue Lions picks up? No! And even if I did have a set date, let's just say I don't know if it picked up in like October, I would immediately put a stop to it when Bayonetta 3 comes out, because Bayonetta 3 I am absolutely dropping everything in my life except for my job to work on that Let's Play. That's been too long coming up. Probably since 2018 I've been waiting to Let's Play that game. Because obviously we knew about Bayonetta 3 in 2017. But like, my point is that I'm going to drop everything to focus on Bayonetta 3, no matter what projects I've got going on at that time on this channel, if I get back to recording. Because I'm taking a massive break now. I'm taking a break over the summer, there will not be any uploads. I'm just going to let you know that right now. It's best that I'm upfront and honest with you, just so that you know not to go looking for my new stuff, because, yay, there you go. This is usually the part where I would shout out the voice actors because, like, you know, they're scrolling down on screen. So I think the only one that I'll really this time definitely 100% want to shout out is the now unfortunately late Billy Kometz, who it does seem as though his swan song is going to be Three Hopes, which really is such a shame because fuck cancer. I think I can speak for a lot of people when I say fuck cancer. I've been seeing a lot of Ferdinand art on Twitter recently, and it is glorious. Where were you when this game came out? Where were all of you artists when this game came out back in 2019? I say that, but Ferdy wasn't Ferdy wasn't one of my favourites in 2019. It wasn't until Pandemic where I really started to fall in love with Ferdy as a character and as a unit. So God, that's crazy because that's 2020 and we're in 2022. That's actually insane. I will say this though for Blue Lions. I want the playthrough for Blue Lions done before July next year, 2023. 2023. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, 4 pathways, 4 playthroughs, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. 2019 the game came out, so 19 into 20. 20 we started the Let's Play. 2021 we continued the Let's Play. 2022 we definitely continue the Let's Play. 2023, imagine if it finishes. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, that's 4 years, 4 pathways, 3 houses. And then after we've done 3 houses, then I would absolutely love to play 3 Hopes. So what about the other projects that are happening on the channel then? We will eventually. I will be doing an update video at some point. But I do intend to finish Brilliant Diamond one day. I want to get Brilliant Diamond done before Scarlet and Violet come out. I finished Shining Pearl. I've been there, I've done that, I've finished Shining Pearl. Legends Arceus, that was a fun game. That was a really fun game. I wouldn't mind playing that with you guys on channel, that'd be cool. But that'd be like this, like there'd be no camera, there'd be no face cam. It'd just be like really relaxed, really just laid back and chill. Probably actually, I think with Legends Arceus, I'd probably do a streamlined sort of playthrough and just be like, and here's a catch. We're like click, and just like string it together in one long video for each of the zones. Probably. I'm just like spitballing ideas and stuff. Don't take it as like, oh my god, he said this, he's gonna absolutely do this. Nothing's guaranteed. Legends Arceus would be a game that I would like to touch with you guys. Brilliant Diamond needs finishing first though. And with Brilliant Diamond, I do intend to cover the Darkrai Shaman and Arceus events. Because I've downloaded the Darkrai and Shaman events before they expired. I know for a fact that the Arceus event lasts as long as you've got the save data on your system for Legends Arceus, you know, where you've completed off the decks, all of that, it's great. But it's literally just finding time to balance, time to record, and work life, as well as trying to have a personal life, which, you know, it is what it is. It can be overwhelming sometimes, it can be tricky. But nothing is impossible. But I'm not recording until probably late September, early October again at the earliest now, because it is too damn hot. Thank you. Oh, I tell you what, actually, I want to get the main story I want to get the main story and the three mythical events for Brilliant Diamond done before my birthday. I'll say that. Because it's a big birthday this year for me. I will be turning 30. Oh, wow. 30, the number that comes after 29. Oh, good lord. I'm excited, honestly. Twitter will be like, oh, you're so old. Bitch, please. I run rings around you. You are fat and you live behind a keyboard. I exercise. You sit there getting mad at people who don't exist. You do so from the confines of your mother's basement. I work. That's the difference between you and me, darling. But yes! I'm gonna let the rest of these credits play. We're gonna fade to black. I know I must have said this like twice now already. But oh, never mind. There we go. Right, they're the credits. They are the credits. Yes. Wow. Good lordy. Good game. Such a good game. Three Houses is such a good game. The end of playthrough number 3. That does mean now we are officially 75% of the way through this game. Let's save our game. Do you want to save clear data? This data can be used to start New Game Plus. If you intend to play your previous file, please save your clear game to another file. I do not intend to play this again. There we go. So we will load up our Blue Lions in the future, but we will do so from our Silver Snow playthrough. So we can still access all of the skills that we got. Like, for instance, War Master Byleth with the, Strong Riposte. If we wanted to do that, we could now start up New Game Plus with the Blue Lions and pick female Byleth and get the Strong Riposte. The skill that she would normally not be able to get just because she's a woman. Which is stupid, because can we finally get rid of gender lock classes, please, Fire Emblem? You were on the right track when you did this with Fates. Sky Knights, as opposed to Pegasus Knights, was so much cooler. Tsubaki was bae. Tsubaki is bae. Do not at me. But I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna leave you. Look after yourselves, take care, and I will see you next time. Catch you guys later. Bye!